There's a place in War Trace where the faces of outlaw gangs and wrestlers hang on jailhouse walls. A place of a harsh justice. But a ghost town, this is not.
I can't stand card cheats.
They're called the War Trace Regulators. They built this place for their cowboy action shooting competitions, dressed like a motley frontier group from a John Ford Western. And all eyes are on this quick draw.
Go get him, Dick.
That's Kathy Burris, known around here as Dodge City Dixie.
I have a competitive nature. I just kind of go whole hog.
She's a retired executive assistant, a grandmother, an embroidery enthusiast, a gunslinger.
I think they said I missed one, but I'm not too sure I believe them.
Dixie says her inspirations are everywhere out here.
Now, Papa Dave, he's my hero.
She's talking about David Bruschke, still playing cowboys at 82.
I never grew up, though. I'm not competing against the young guys, even though I could. And believe me, it's a lot better than shooting paper.
Like Dixie and Papa, the cowboys out here are from all walks.
I'm Chickamauga Slim.
He's an IT teacher,
Nandahala Ned.
college professor,
I miss too often.
retired forklift mechanic,
Tennessee Missy.
13-year-old student.
Half of them I don't know their names.
I only know them by their cowboy name.
I'm Joe Dirt.
Judge 'em all Duncan.
But Dixie says that's the beauty of this place.
It's just a family atmosphere.
Everyone's drawn here by a shared love of those westerns with their high noon duels and cinemascope.
Hook, line, and sinker.
The rain coming in, a wild bunch heads into town. A family forged through the lessons of the Old West.
It's sheer adrenaline. It really truly is. The sheer terror, it's a heart-stopping, the feeling you have before that curtain opens on opening night.
At her Star Theater in Pulaski, Tammy Perchowski can see that something,
We'll be working on that, okay?
a passion in certain actors that makes them belong under stage lights.
You can tell right away. You get that feedback from the audience. You can make them laugh.
Good job. One more time, okay? Real quick.
Or make them cry. It is very magical, and it does make you just want to do it more.
But Tammy says sometimes actors are so drawn to the stage, they never leave. Upstairs from where she rehearses, this is Antoinette Hall.
When it opened on Christmas Eve of 1868, it was vaudeville shows.
For decades, there were piano players, singers, illusionists, ventriloquists, all people born to entertain.
When it closed in the 1930s, they pretty much just shut the doors and walked away. There's not been another event that's happened in this space.
But Tammy doesn't believe Antoinette Hall was ever truly left behind.
I brought a tour group, and we were up here by the stage, and one of the folks that was on the tour said, well, you know, I wonder what's underneath that stage. And I said, well, the bodies of bad actors, of course. the fire door went shut and it would not open. We had a little brief panic moment. I called my husband and he opened the door easily from the outside, and those kids about mowed him over, exiting.
Tammy says strange things continued, like what began on a late night while she was downtown. She says she heard something. Something coming from Antoinette Hall.
And it got louder and louder, and it was a tapping sound, and it was rhythmic. Came upstairs and came through the doors. It was silent. So I go back downstairs, go back to my work. A couple minutes later, it starts back up again.
Tammy's come to believe it was the ghost of someone who used to dance on this stage, not wanting to leave a place where he felt he belonged.
Maybe he's watching over it. Maybe he's hoping that it'll open up again someday.
On a Halloween tour, Tammy has living actors on the Antoinette Hall stage for the first time in nearly 90 years. Her Star Theater nonprofit is seeking donations to restore this place to its former luster, to have live theater here again. As for those performers of a time gone by, Tammy says in this place, on that stage, there's room for everyone.
They want to stay, so they're welcome. It's some 100 years in the future, maybe we'll still be here.
In Pulaski, I'm Forrest Sanders, News 4.
'Cause it's a brand new day, the sun is shining.
At 17 years old, these lyrics feel like they sum up life right now
And for the first time
for Raymond Cruz.
I've never had a song that hit me so hard.
I know
But even though the song's so personal, Raymond says it's somehow not right
that I'll be okay.
without Mark Stavis.
'Cause it's a brand new day.
Their bond through music didn't spark on a stage or in a studio. It happened here.
I got diagnosed in January. I had a tumor wrapped in my nerve system, close to my esophagus, and we were really worried about it.
After learning about his cancer, stage 4, what Raymond wanted was honesty. That's when, at Vanderbilt, he met his oncologist, Mark.
I caught him off guard because I looked at him in the eye, and I said, "What are you worried about the most?"
And I said, with this type of cancer, often we can make it go away for a while. The question is, will it come back or not?
I had full trust in Dr. Stavis. He would tell me if something really bad would happen with my treatment.
And saying, we're going to go forward together in full faith and honesty, no matter what happens. I think that's what hope really is.
For Raymond, that truth was key. It was Mark who introduced him to a song.
'Cause it's a brand new day.
Rehearsals began as the Franklin Brentwood Arts Academy and Allegro Music and Dance Academy worked together for a charity concert.
And for the first time in such a
Raymond was on the bill. What that presented was a chance for Raymond to perform on a stage that's hollowed Nashville ground. A chance to perform here.
And I was like, yeah, I got a huge opportunity. That song has been with me through my whole radiation.
But Raymond says there's only one way he could take that stage. If he could be joined by the man who helped him get there.
'Cause it's a brand new day. The sun is shining. It's a brand new day. And for the first time in such a long, long time, I know that I'll be okay.
Me and Dr. Stavis got rid of this tumor in my body. I'll never forget that God gave me an angel to sing that song with.